Going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like Matt Barnes and many other people in the media has called out the misreporting on Shadour Sanders and the flip-flop nature of a lot of these Cleveland Brown reporters. Now, Shadour Sanders has been a topic of discussion in the national news as of lately because he threw for over 300 yards and had 4 touchdowns in his recent matchup going up against the Tennessee Titans. Now, the Browns ultimately lost the game, but Shadour won. Me personally, I think he won because he showed that he should have been the number 1 quarterback. I think Shadour went into that game not to, beef or not to make Cam Ward look bad. Shadour wanted to show the world that he was the better of the two. At the end of the day, this was a competitive sport, and Shadour did everything he wanted to do pretty much on the football field. Now, with that being said, we have a lot of people in the media, specifically, I got to say this, specifically the Cleveland, Ohio area that has been talking with different takes, talking with a different tone in the Shadour Sanders department. There has been a lot of receipts coming out the pipeline. And me personally, I feel like the ringleader of it all in the buffoonery and the coonery is none other than Mary Kay Cabot. See, Mary Kay Cabot was one of the biggest names that was putting out so much negativity about Shadour Sanders all summer long. It's hard to forget. It's hard to forget every bad take she said about Shadour. Now, for her to single-handedly sit up here yesterday and get her ass on somebody's platform and says the Browns developed Shadour Sanders should be criminal. Yes, she should be facing criminal charges for fixing her lips and sitting her ass on a microphone and saying, you know what, Shadour development was just, a masterpiece from the Browns department. Pretty much Kevin Stefanski was spending a lot of time with him. Kevin Stefanski was doing everything he had to do to make sure Shadour was ready to go. Well, why in the hell Dylan ain't ready to go? Dylan looked like hot-ass garbage since he came in the game. I mean, Dylan Gabriel ain't had a good game since he was playing. And as of right now, Dylan Gabriel don't even look like he was supposed to be drafted. And me personally, y'all drafted him just showed how bad y'all judgment is. Now, me personally, I think y'all knew what y'all was doing when y'all drafted Shadour. This was a tank season. Y'all knew Shadour was going to be y'all quarterback of the future. But instead of y'all just saying, you know what, we're not going to play any of the rookie quarterbacks. We're going to keep Joe Flacco, and we're just going to let both of these guys develop. Y'all got rid of Joe Flacco, got rid of Kenny Pickett, put Dylan Gabriel ass in the game, had him stink up and lose a hell of games because y'all knew he was hot garbage. Put Shadour in, and now, oh my God, where did this come from? We owe it to the Browns. They developed the quarterback. Motherfucker, Shadour was developed when he got there. He was ready to go when he got there. And for whatever reason, y'all had to kill his character, at least try to kill his character. Then y'all try to kill his spirit. He came out and balled on y'all ass. And I've been saying it, and I say it again. Shadour need to get the hell out of Cleveland, bro. Now, Matt Barnes made it his business the other day to speak on his podcast, and he fired a couple shots too. Now, I'm not the only one firing shots. You had Jamie Foxx firing shots yesterday. Coach Prime been subliminally firing shots, and I'm telling you right now, Matt Bourne put the icing on the cake with this one, bro, because he went at their ass, bro, hard today. Let me blow this up for y'all. Now, this was Matt Bourne speaking about Emmanuel Acho. Let's give it a list because Emmanuel Acho happened, and like I rock out with Emmanuel Acho. I don't want this to be John shitting on Emmanuel Acho, but I gotta report the news.
The media that is trying to jump the bandwagon now, that we're talking all kinds of shit like Emmanuel Acho and some of you other motherfuckers that are trying to do amazing breakdowns now about how good Shadour is, and we knew this was going to be this. When a month ago you were talking shit and screaming and loud and wrong. All you motherfuckers, there's probably about 5 of us. Maybe I'll go to the second hand. I'm going to say maybe I didn't see it. Maybe there was 10 of us that have been riding with this Sanders family from the jump. Right. And now that Shadour is doing this thing, all you punk asses stay on that side you pick because we're not accepting no new entries. I talked to Dion. He said I can be in charge of the fan club. Fuck all y'all. Next subject.
Fuck all y'all, my nigga said.
Hey, I gotta say, bro, when it comes to Shadour, I got to agree with Matt Barnes on this one, bro. Now I rock with Emmanuel Acho. This with Emmanuel Acho. Listen to him.
I speak from revelation. I don't speak for response. But here's what frustrates me is the reason that oftentimes black people are perceived as a monolith is because the moment you have somebody that has an opinion that might differ from the norm, they're ostracized. And instead of having a group of collaborative free thinkers, we're blindly led as sheep with the shepherd. Well, in this case, it's a shepherd who doesn't know anything about the subject matter in Matt Barnes, and at times Stephen Jackson as well. And so we don't have this collaboration of free thinkers. We just blindly are led to slaughter like sheep. I, as an analyst, had been talking about Shadour Sanders long before Matt Barnes even knew of Shadour's existence, at least as a collegiate quarterback, maybe not as Deion Sanders' son. And now you are the gatekeeper both for what is pro-black, and you're also the gatekeeper of what is pro-Shadour. You're a fan. I'm an analyst. There is a large delta between the two of I, as far as the East is from the West, a large gap between my level of knowledge on football, my level of knowledge of Shadour the quarterback, and my level of knowledge of what's actually going on in the NFL and in college basketball. You got to know your role, you got to know your limits, and you got to know your limitations, Matt Barnes, and you're speaking now beyond your limitations. And I will also say this. It's the last thing I'm going to say, is I'm not a hater when I'm telling truth that you don't necessarily like or agree with. And the dilemma is people don't know the difference between truth and hate. People just run to, let me go here. If we're being honest, Matt and Stat, they do this often. They tether themselves to polarizing black issues that they only tether themselves to because they become polarizing, and they need that to continue to leverage their brand. I never watched a track meet in their life. All of a sudden got a lot to say about Sha'Carri Richardson. You even know what a good 100-meter dash time in women's is? You even know how many events are in a heptathlon? You know how many events are in a decathlon? You even know the difference between the short hurdles and the high hurdles, men and women? No. But you hear, oh, wait, polarizing issue. Let me step into the mix.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to know y'all thoughts down in the comment section right now, man. Keep them Bills on me. 2 days away from another hell of a football game. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, bro. Peace out.